most people say in retirement they want $10,000. Now, what most people don't understand is most retirement plans are tax deferred, so they're going to still be paying about a 35% tax rate. So when they say they want 10 grand for retirement, what they really mean is they want 15 grand a month when they're not working. 15 times 12 is 184,000. So that's 184K that you need to be making while you're not working. And so then the 4% rule says, hey, if you want 184K a year, you need to accumulate 25 times that amount of assets. So that number is 4.6 million. So everybody in America trying to retire is trying to accumulate at least $4.6 million worth of assets. And now most traditional financial planners are going to say, hey, you're basically going to need to contribute to your retirement plans until you can get $4.6 million. Like, it's not an easy lift. By my math, that means you gotta contribute 60 grand a year for 30 years to get to 4.6. So I'm just a dumb real estate guy. Me personally, if I want $10,000 in retirement, I am just going to... The 30-year fixed mortgage is the safest debt instrument on earth. And so most people don't know this, but if you're married, you can get up to 20 of these 30-year fixed mortgages. It's simple math. You divide 4.6 divided by 20. That means you got to have 20 rentals worth $230,000, right? Then here's the magic. In 10 years, you need 20 rentals worth $230,000. If you assume 5% appreciation, you would need to start buying $140,000 houses this year. And so a 20% down payment on a $140,000 house, you would need $28,000 down payments, or $566K this year. The fastest way to do this is 20 houses in 1 year. The slowest, most boring way is 2 houses a year for 10 years. And so what I love to do is walk people through those numbers, what that's going to require. Okay, so here's this little spreadsheet I built out. You buy 2 houses a year for 10 years. Each year, your houses that you're buying, because the prices of the houses are going to go up with inflation, each year you're buying more expensive houses, so you're going to have more expensive down payments each and every year. I get the cumulative return for everything in year 10. So you check it out. Here's how it goes. Year 1, you'll buy 2 houses for 150, 140. Your portfolio value will be close to 300. You'll get 14K in appreciation. You'll have a total 4-pillar return: appreciation, cash flow, equity paydown, and tax advantages, a total return of 26,000. And you should get cash flow of 6,000 that year. And so not that exciting. Year 2, you do the same thing. Now your portfolio is up to 624. You've gotten close to $40,000 in appreciation. Your total return is close to 80,000. It doesn't really start getting exciting to year 4. Now you're at 1.3 million. You're starting to see some appreciation. Total appreciation at this point has been $156,000. You're starting to get 30 grand in cash flow. And then you can see 2 more each year till by year 10, you're at $4.6 million. So let me total up the entire return at this point. So destroy the 4% rule. You'll buy 2 houses a year for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, you'll have 20 houses worth $230K. And so your total down payments, because remember, your total down payments is around $566 if you do all 20 in 1 year, but you're going to be buying more expensive houses each of the 2 years. So your total down payments is going to be around $700,000. And now at the end of that 10 years, here's going to be the return. Your portfolio value will be 4.6 million. So you've kept up with everybody chasing the 4% rule. You've experienced $1 million in appreciation. I don't know any other investment vehicle out there where you're making just straight up appreciation, $1 million. Your equity pay down, the tenant's going to pay the properties down another $215. You're going to save close to $200K in taxes. I also run these models that you don't take $1 of cash flow for the first 9 years. Then year 10, you're going to have $140,000 in cash flow, and then boom, there is your 10 grand a month. But most importantly, you could refinance or do a line of credit on these houses and pull $950,000. So you're destroying the 4% rule. You have 140K a year in cash flow, which divided by 12 is a little over 10 grand. But you also have $1 million in equity to play with. Your wealth has grown by over $1 million. And so your 4-pillar return, I call that the 4 ways you win in real estate, is $1.6 million. So you spent $700K to make a total of 1.6. So a 200% return, 10 years, plus you get everything you possibly could have wanted with traditional financial planning. Now, a lot of people are like, Jimmy, I don't know if I could get $712,000. And so, cool, no problem. There's a thing called equity milling. As you see, your houses are going to continue to appreciate each and every year. And because you can use leverage with real estate, what you're going to be able to do is a concept that I call equity milling. All you need is $250,000. All you're doing is you're allowing the houses to appreciate and the tenants to pay the mortgage down, and you're taking the equity that you gain, you're doing lines of credit, and then you're just using lines of credit from the assets you already own, and you're using that for the down payment. So your total return in year 10 would be $1.4 million. That's a 400% return when you only have $250K of your own money into it. The houses continue to appreciate, you continue to gain equity, and you continue to gain cash flow. Not bad, $1 million return on $250K when you don't even know what you're doing. So that is the absolute worst case scenario of people who are working with us.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you make over $300K per year, I think my program could be great for you. We're gonna find beat up houses, like this one behind me that we just started rehab in. I don't know if the video is doing justice to how bad these floors is. And then let me take you through a spin here. This is the kitchen. Don't notice there is no kitchen. But our investors love deals like this because they know in 3 weeks, this is going to be a beautiful kitchen waiting for either a new homeowner or a new resident to rent. So if you're interested in investing in real estate in a completely passive manner and want someone to find the house, to fix the house, to find a tenant, or help you sell it, click the link below to book a call.